Here's something to understand about the trad wife movement. They ain't trying to promote modern housewives. No, no, no. This motherfucker right here is promoting and finessing the 1950s housewife. Are you fucking with me? You mean the time when women had to do the dishes by hand because there was no proper dishwasher? When they had to do the laundry by hand because there was no proper washing machines? Huh? Those vintage pinup mommies? You know, the ones in those medicine commercials and those wholesome little vintage breakfast ads? Looking all finessed and all clean and prim and proper. That's because they employed black mammies, right? They employed black mammies all up in the 1940s and the 1950s. The classic little vintage pinup model mommies here were always looking good and finesse because they weren't doing the housework. They weren't mulching those flower beds or ironing the clothes in their little vintage pinup fucking lingerie. No, they always had black mammies. They all employed the black mammies who did the dishes by hand and the laundry by hand and sewn and mended the children's clothing because they were raising the fucking children. Are y'all fucking kidding me? And y'all want this to be the reality right here. You want it to go back to the 1950s where women were submissive? They were really just in the household doing their makeup and finessing their hair and just looking cute as a button, while the black mammies were the ones really doing all the housework. Are y'all fucking serious? But y'all want to give all the credit and all the praise and all the compliments to these motherfuckers right here? Really? Really? It'd be one thing to be against it because you think women should be just career oriented. That's fucking nonsense too. It's totally fucking okay to be a housewife. But the trad housewife thing right there, no. You see the trad wife movement? It's unrealistic because that's not how it was back in the 1950s. I'm sorry to say, but I'm trying to finesse this and make it look like a positive and that couldn't work modernly. There's kind of like some fucking rules against not employing black submissive women to raise your children and do all your housework while you look cute for breakfast ads and medicine commercials. For those little classic vintage, wholesome looking little posters, on the cover of like some country time magazine, holding a little casserole, huh? At the kitchen table with your husband and children, waiting to gobble up that casserole. But the black mammy's in the kitchen, washing the dishes and shit after she made that motherfucking casserole. Are y'all guys really fucking with me? This is some satanic white woman shit. What in the fuck? Why would you promote the? What in the fuck?